I reversed osteoporosis at the age of 61, and I did it naturally without the bone drugs through diet, supplements, and exercise. Now I'm 65 and I'm doing great. The supplements I took, and in some cases continue to take, have certain vitamins and minerals that are great for building real bone. Hi, I'm GloryB, and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss future videos. You can also tap subscriptions to see only the channels you subscribe to. On a phone or tablet, tap subscriptions at the bottom of the screen. On a computer, in the upper left corner, click subscriptions. As I said at the beginning, I reversed osteoporosis at the age of 61, and I did it naturally without the bone drugs through diet, supplements, and exercise. And I'm 65 years old now and on Medicare, and I'm still doing well. The supplements I've taken have certain vitamins and minerals that are great for building real bone. I'm also focused on having good immunity internally, and I'll tell you what else I'm taking for that. The last time I had a cold was 11 months ago as I'm filming, and the last time I had the flu was in 1975. The first set of supplements that helped me reverse osteoporosis naturally is the Garden of Life Grow Bone System. Now, most people have heard of the brand called Algae Kill, which is very similar to the Grow Bone System, but Algae Kill is more expensive for the same 30-day supply. For example, as I'm filming, the Grow Bone System is selling for between $45 and $50 for a 30-day supply, while the 30-day supply of the Algae Kill Bone Builder Pack is selling for between $79 and $112. Dr. Denise Shostak recommended the Grow Bone System to me after she had researched it along with researching Algae Kill. The Garden of Life Grow Bone System comes with two different supplements. The first is their raw calcium, which is calcium sourced from organically grown algae. This isn't calcium citrate or any of the other number of calcium supplement types that can cause problems. This supplement also contains some vitamin C, a small amount of vitamin D, magnesium, also sourced from algae, vitamin K2, menaquinone 7, also known as MK7, several raw organic fruit and vegetable blends, and several raw probiotic and enzyme blends. So the vitamin K2 MK7 is also a great supplement for building real strong bones, and that K2 also works well with vitamin D to get the vitamin D where it belongs in your body. I'm going to discuss more about vitamin D in a minute because I do take more vitamin D myself. Now, for this calcium supplement, you take 4 capsules per day, 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening. You can take them either with or without food. It's up to you. It can make it easier to remember to take them if you take the morning capsules at breakfast and the evening capsules with dinner. So that brings me to the second supplement in the Garden of Life Grow Bone System Pack, which is their Growth Factor S, which is Strontium Citrate. Before coming to conclusions based on what you may have heard about strontium, I encourage you to read a well-researched article I've linked in the description box below the video. The article contains references to numerous studies, allowing you to explore the actual research and come to your own informed opinion. To locate the description box on your phone or tablet, go below the video and tap the word more. Then you have to tap the word more a second time, then scroll down to the section called Products Shown or Mentioned. I'll also list and link to everything I talk about in the first comment. To get to the first comment on a phone or tablet, go below the video and tap the word Comments. Then tap the words Read More, and my first pinned comment will open, and you can scroll through to find everything I'm talking about, including the article about strontium. Now, for the strontium, you'll take 680 milligrams per day, which for Garden of Life's Grow Bone System is 3 capsules. And you have to take them at a different time of day as the calcium supplement, taking all 3 strontium capsules at one time. Now, I typically take them in the middle of the afternoon or say between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Other people take it at night before they go to bed. Now, this supplement also has a raw organic fruit and vegetable blend and a raw probiotic and enzyme blend in it. So, one more thing about the Garden of Life brand. Now, some viewers have commented that Garden of Life is now owned by Nestle and therefore they won't buy the Grow Bone system because they don't trust Nestle. Well, I decided to do my own research, and that included networking my way in to Garden of Life corporate through my own LinkedIn contacts. I'd rather have a conversation directly, even if it's a conversation by email, than to pay attention to someone who just writes blog posts who has a beef with Nestle. So I networked my way into Garden of Life, and they assured me through a series of several email exchanges we had that Nestle has had a hands-off approach with the Garden of Life products, and that includes where and how they source the raw materials and other supplies, how the supplements are made, and quality control. So I got this information firsthand from the most reliable source. If you have other direct firsthand information which contradicts this, please let me know, but make sure it's not hearsay and that it's actually firsthand information, which means someone who works at Garden of Life or who recently left the company to take a different job. And I mean someone who works in an area such as quality control, procurement, or in a department that works directly with the product. The other thing I'll tell you is that Dr. Shostak recommends taking the Garden of Life Grow Bone system as they recommend and for the time frame they recommend, which is for 6 months. Then I cut back on how much I take. So I cut the raw calcium quantity in half. So now I only take 2 capsules per day in the morning, and I cut the strontium citrate also, and I take 1 capsule per day at the same time as I always took the strontium before, which for me is a late afternoon. Now, since I'm not taking them at an equal pace, I run out of one of them before I run out of the other. So I can also purchase the Garden of Life raw calcium separately. And I'll have a link for that below as well. Now, for the strontium, I found a couple brands that sell it separately that are of a high quality since Garden of Life doesn't sell the strontium separately. Now, some people have the potential to get atherosclerosis from taking calcium supplements. This is calcification from the hardening of the arteries. Most of the time, people who get this from taking calcium supplements actually take calcium citrate or calcium carbonate. Garden of Life's Grow Bone System calcium and its raw calcium is sourced from algae, which is neither calcium citrate nor calcium carbonate. Dr. Shostak has mentioned on several video interviews with me that if you're concerned about getting atherosclerosis or if you've taken calcium citrate or calcium carbonate, to get a cardiac calcium CT score scan. Now, as it turns out, you can order one of these scans yourself. You don't need a doctor to order the scan. Now, the cost usually isn't covered by insurance, but we found if you shop around your area, you're likely to find a cost of about $75. We found that they typically ranged from $75 to about $150. So to put our money where our mouth is, we each had the cardiac calcium CT score scan done to see what was going on in the arteries around our own hearts, since we had taken the Garden of Life Grow Bone System supplements. And we created a short video about it. Not a short, but the video is brief. It's a long form video, but brief, including how the scan works, what happens during the scan, and how our scores turned out. If you're at all concerned about taking calcium supplements, please watch that video. I'll have it linked in the description box and as an end card. Vitamin D is one of my favorite vitamins. I know it's good to get as much vitamin D as we can from being outside in the sun, but for many of us, that doesn't provide enough D for our bodies. Several years ago, I became aware of the low vitamin D that most people in the United States had, and I enrolled in a vitamin D study, which tests my blood for vitamin D twice a year. I can see my results from my blood test online and then supplement accordingly. In fact, I've heard Dr. Jill Furman say several times that if you're going to supplement with vitamin D3, you've got to get your blood tested regularly so that you know how much D3 supplement to take. Otherwise, you're just supplementing blindly. I like to keep my vitamin D levels at somewhere between 70 and 85 ng/ml, which is nanograms per milliliter. Now, since vitamin D3 supplements are fat soluble, I always take it with a small amount of fat, like one raw almond or one cashew. It needs a fat to absorb properly. And when I'm taking supplements in the morning, I'm not eating anything yet. And when I do eat breakfast, I'm usually eating fruit, which isn't a fat. Now, if you search long enough, you'll find articles saying high levels of vitamin D are great for your bones. And you'll find other articles saying high amounts of vitamin D aren't great for your bones. But the vitamin D study I've been enrolled in for years is finding that keeping your blood level at a steady, higher amount of vitamin D is great for your health in many ways, not just for bone health, but also for giving your body the ability to fight off all kinds of ailments. In other words, it gives you good, healthy immunity. Since I'm vegan, I take vitamin B12 and I take a capsule form 2 days a week. When I get my blood tested at any other time, I have them test for B12. The other thing I take for increased immunity is zinc. I take 50 milligrams per day and I take it with a zinc ionophore. Now, what is a zinc ionophore? It's the substance which gets the zinc into your cells. I've linked below to a study on zinc ionophores on the PubMed website. The easiest over-the-counter zinc ionophore you can purchase is quercetin. I take 250 milligrams of quercetin when I take the zinc. Now, I like this one from Natural Factors, which also includes some vitamin C, but I've taken several different brands of quercetin, and I've linked them all below the video. The thing I learned about zinc the hard way is that you have to take zinc with a full meal. I can't take it with my other morning supplements, which I take on an empty stomach, and I can't even take zinc with my morning berries or even with a smoothie. If I do that, it's not enough food, and I'll just get queasy, like a little nauseous. So I take the zinc and the quercetin either just as I'm finishing eating lunch or just as I'm finishing eating dinner. That way, I've never felt queasy at all. Now, let's go back to calcium. The best way to get calcium is from food, and that's not from dairy. Dark leafy greens, such as kale and collard greens, broccoli, oranges, tofu, and beans will give you a lot of absorbable calcium. I talked a lot about foods that build real strong bones in this video, and in that video I included a simple, delicious recipe for cooked kale that will help you get more kale into your diet. I also linked to my favorite kale salad recipe, which I make with lacinato kale. In fact, all of my osteoporosis related videos are on one playlist on my channel. The link to the playlist will be in the description box and in a card in the upper right corner. And don't forget exercise. The right types of exercises are important for your body to build strong bones. I'll link to one of my exercise videos on the right side of the screen, and I'll see you in the next video.